Okay, so welcome to week 3 of the 4 of piercing the veil. And this week's more around healing, and that could be kind of like a whole series in itself. So just in brief, obviously healing isn't the same as kind of what we might expect from cures, from medical interventions, or the treatments that are going to kind of sort us out, hopefully, to some degree. So healing is much more of often an internal thing that's going on. And it might be around softening, it might be around comforting, it might be around nurturing, it might be around allowing things more, it might be about being open to things a little bit more. So it has a very different feel to it than when we might be looking for a cure as such. Healing is a constant thing that we go through. It's not kind of a one-off event. It may feel sometimes like, we feel more whole, or we feel that we've got through a period, or we've got over or around or through something, because we always are, going through those cycles. But then there's usually another kind of process that comes in with a different life experience, or just things that just kind of bubble up at various times. So we're going to be looking at how we see and work with some of that. I've certainly found the allowing being really, really important for my processes in the last year or so. That's something I'm not always as good at as some of the other aspects. So we're going to move. So those who want to stand, stand. Those who are happier sitting, sit. So I'll move my chair to give myself some more space. Okay, so don't need a huge amount of space. So finding the ground, I'm finding the ground with my legs slightly wider, but if that's not comfortable, then you go with kind of hip distance or whatever's comfortable. So we take our hands so the palms are facing towards the sky and the elbows are just relaxed down. Yeah, so hopefully you can broadly remember from last time, palms facing up. If you've got your legs a little bit wide, well, actually, however the legs are, just slightly soften the knees so the weight goes through the feet, so you can really connect to the earth while we do this. So we're going to spiral one arm up. So as we take it up, we spiral it round so the palm goes away from the face. And then we spiral it back down and land in the same position. And then we take the other arm and we spiral that down towards the earth. And bring that back up to base, if you like, to starting point. So we'll repeat that. So we take one arm up and it's a kind of reaching through the veil. And then as we twist, and then it's a pulling back, energy line, whatever kind of fits the sense for you. And then going down again, spiraling down, reaching and lifting or pulling from the earth. So one more each destination, one reaching for the sky and pulling back. The other sinking down to the earth, reaching down and pulling back. And pausing when you get back to base. And the other movement is taking the right hand over to the left. So it's kind of like you need to just sort of spiral slightly with the movement in order to reach over to the opposite side. And again, pulling back, coming back to neutral. And then left arm goes over to right in front of the body and spirals palm away from you and pulls back to base. So repeating that in your own time. There's a reach, there's a pull, there's a return and a relax. There's a movement to spiral in the opposite direction. As you return then, spiraling back to your neutral position. So one more each side, just get that sense of connection with something outside and beyond. So a lot of this kind of healing process, as well as kind of requiring us to dig maybe deep inward, is requiring us to connect outwards and through. Okay, so getting your legs back together, having a little bit of a shake out, loosen up, breathing a little bit, and finding your chair or finding the floor, whatever is your kind of thing. And settling in. So settling in might be different today. It's just coming light here where I am. So a darker day than some days have been. So we might still feel very much like it's the night time. Settling to the day when things are still dark is a little different to feeling the light already coming through. So finding what you need, if you need a tissue, if you need something warmer, just need a sip of water or a drink. And then finding your seat, finding your support, and finding your way to go inward, which might be just close the eyes or rest the eyes down slightly. And to arrive to the place we are. So quite often we start with a seasonal connection as well as a daytime connection. So I haven't been out, but I have heard the rain, seen the rain, seen the light gently emerging through the grey. And generally around the home I felt a sense of still warmth, mildness, a bit of dampness out there. And I'm also left with a memory of the day ending yesterday with golden light on the trees across the valley and the light above in the hill, just sort of a haze of red. So I'm bringing that with me too. It really kind of brings me into the season, that golden light at the end of the day. And that reality of the transition from summer to autumn. And that autumn brings a time to go inward, to reflect, and see different changes in the landscape, in the outdoors generally, in the feel. So now just feeling the body sitting. So we've had some movement, so the arms will still have a little bit of energy maybe from those movements. The hands might feel the energy. The feet might be still connected to the ground. We might feel our hands somewhere on our body, around maybe the lap, around the belly, wherever they're resting. So we've got that sense of touch to really ground us, whether it's the ground, whether it's the body, whether it's the clothing on the body, whether it's the chair or the cushion that's surrounding the body. So being really here, however you might get there. So the body holds us, and the body kind of is a place to return to really feel connected. So our theme of healing today, and that might already have a sense, a real sense in your own experience, and it may have a real sense in your own body. So when you feel healed, or when you feel like you need to heal, there is a place that might feel it in your body. It might be the belly, it might be somewhere else in the torso, the heart space. It's usually somewhere in the center of the body for most of us. If it's a particular kind of injury or area of pain, then that physical sense might be very present as well. So it might be more difficult to relax if we're in pain or discomfort. It might be more difficult to breathe if we're not well, or if we're sad, or if we're disturbed or distracted. The breath will tell us where we are. So kind of just giving our body some connections there. Do we heal through the center? Do we heal through the whole body? Do we get a sense of healing through the breath? Does it come from the cold in air coming in through the nostrils and into the body? Does the healing come from the out breath, the warm air returning out to space? What is the connection that brings the healing? Do you go in? Do you go out? Do we need to feel beyond the veil? Do we need to dig deep to the earth? Do we need to head out to the sides, to the space above us? Do we need to let light in and through? Do we need to pull energy towards us? What's the energy feel like? Is it light? Is it strong? Does it pulsate? Does it touch us tenderly? Does it fill us with a warm glow? Does it nurture the spot that needs healing? Does it float? Does it spiral around the body? Does it give attention to some of us or all of us? Does it make us feel whole? Does it make us feel safe? Does it make us feel loved or at peace? Does it make us feel more ourselves? Does it make us feel more part of something bigger? Is it healing our body? Is it healing our spirit? Is it ever present? Is it something we need to call on? Is it something we need to give more space? So you're sitting with your sense of healing, your sense of allowing that energy, that feeling, that peace, that warmth, that nurturing to find its space, to find its energy. Allow what needs to come in to come in. If anything needs to be released, allow that to be released. Like a compost into the ground. Feel the breath soften the body. Soften the negative voices. Soften any harshness in the beliefs, in the stories. Find the light. It might feel like a hand on the back, a hand on the heart, a hug around the body. So breathing that into the whole body. So nowhere gets excluded. So we can take that in through the fingers, through the hands, through the arms, into the torso, being fed through the spine, up into the head, and down into the pelvis. Through the legs to the feet. And from the spine, from the bones, to the tissues and the organs, the cells, to our eyes and our ears, our tongue, our throat, our chest, our belly. Feeling a sense of rejuvenation through the whole system, through every cell, as we breathe. Giving light, giving life, giving a healing energy. Being able to hold it, move it, give it space. Just reminding yourself that healing is just part of the process. If we can allow it and be open to it, it's just part of life. In some ways special, in other ways ordinary. Available and ever present. Connecting us to ourselves and beyond ourselves. Healing us so we can be more part of the world, more clear about our journey, more present to others, more available to opportunities, more welcoming to joy. More available to find our path. or rested and energized, or full and complete. Receiving the light. Being connected to the space. Being held by the ground. And giving thanks through our heart space, through wherever feels that sense of love or care, kindness, appreciation, that healing quality. And being available to receive healing from others, through their presence, through their comfort. And being aware of our own ability to heal others. World. Nurturing your capacity to heal. Growing your capacity to heal. So again, feeling that through the bones, through the breath, through the organs and the soft tissue of the body, through the blood and the cells. And connecting to the light from above, from the sides, from below. Circling you, spiraling around. Finding what you need. Holding what needs to be held. Releasing what needs to be released. Allowing what needs to be allowed. Connecting to that deeper peace. So while holding on to that, journeying back into the body, to the feet on the ground and connection with the earth, hands on the body, seat on the ground, and that sense of the space now around you in your room, beyond the room. Once again, returning to the day, the sounds, the light, the smells. Move the fingers, move the toes. Have a yawn, have a sigh, take a breath, move the shoulders up and round, up and round. And maybe stretch the arms a little bit too if they want to go. To welcome the day. Okay. Thanks for joining. Thank you for offering your presence and your time. And I wish you well on your day and your week. So I'll put in the email the suggestions around the mindful moments, but it's kind of like, where do we heal? Yeah, how do we heal? Is it the music? Is it the outdoors? Do we find that space? Do we give ourselves the opportunity? Yeah. Okay, go well, and I will see you next week. Thanks for coming. Lots of love. Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you.